Shalom, shalom. This is Malach Yashala Bonaparte. This is Moshe and Israel and Ephraim. Before you get started, I'd like to give all praises and honors to my power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rokak and Dash. Shalom to Akim Makwath and the Bayan that's tuned into this video. That's peace to the brothers, sisters, and children tuned into this video. I want to do a quick lesson discussing the difference between Christianity and what we believe. What I might do, I might have this as like different like a volume 1 and volume 2, because there's so many different things that we can go into. But today I'm just really gonna set on the fact about, basically like following basically essentially following the commandments. Like just keeping it straight and simple, talking about how they follow the law. So we're gonna start here. We just looked up the word Christian and the blue letter, and we're gonna define what it means. Because now, if you go to any other dictionary for the definition, I'm trying to think for the word, modern definition, it would say something that believes in Jesus Christ, which everyone knows his name is not Jesus, because when Jade was invented around like 600 years ago, his name is Yahweh Shai, and the Lord's name is Yahweh, because they spoke Paleo Hebrew. But let's go here. Let's go. Do it one more time.
Strong's G 5546. Christianas. Christianas.
Christian, a follower of Mashiach. This means you're a follower of Mashiach. And to be a follower of Mashiach, you will believe what he says, what the book says, correct? But now if you start looking at different Christianity, you see this multiple different branches, right? They all have their own doctrine as well. The main branches of Christianity are Roman Catholicism, Protestantism, and Eastern Orthodoxy. They develop over time due to theological disagreements, political factors, and cultural differences. Origin, we'll see that there's different one, right? Let's read all the different branches. So they got Catholic, Oriental Orthodox churches, Assyrian Church of the East, Lutheranism, Protestantism, Protestant, Protestant, Catholic Church, Pentecostalism, Anglican, Slakia if I'm butchering this, Baptist religion, Restorationism, Armenian Orthodox Church, Greek Orthodox Church of Antioch, Armenian Apostolic Church, Bulgarian Orthodox Church, Church of Greece, Coptic Orthodox Church, Slakia, I'm pronouncing that. I can't pronounce it. That one right there. Methodist, and Presbyterianism, Russian Orthodox Church. Again, Slakia if I'm mispronouncing that. But you see, the point is not how it doesn't matter how I pronounce it. The point is, you see how they have different branches, and all these different churches have different doctrines, which doesn't make sense because we only have one book. We could say two because they're apocrypha, but the apocrypha is supposed to be in the Bible. So you have one book, right? It's only one doctrine. It's lucky. And doing all this will create confusion. The book of 1 Corinthians 14:33, for the power Yahweh is not author of confusion. The Lord doesn't create confusion. He makes it plain upon tables. But of peace, and as in all his churches are the saints. So let's get into it, right? Now, a lot of Christianities, they like to beat around the bush. They paint our Lord as give lollipops and hugs all the time, right? This is not the case. But we try to keep it, when people say the main thing, right? We try to read through the Bible and rehearse the righteous acts to the best of our ability and be about what the Lord says, not what we hear and not how we feel. It's the book of Luke chapter 2 verse 49. And he said unto them, how is it that ye sought me? Was ye not that I must be about my Father's business? We are about our Father's business. That's what he says. We can't go about how we feel, because we all know leaning on that will make you go astray, right? And here, we try to keep the we try to keep the commandments to the best of our ability. And we know we can't keep them all the commandments, but rehearsing our righteous acts and keeping the ones that you can't keep is very important. Now, a lot of people in Christianity believe that when Yahushua died, that he went away and did away with the commandments, which is not true. And we're going to touch on that later on in the lesson. It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 7, verse 2. Keep my commandments and live, and my law as an apple of thine eye. So seeing this and reading that shows you that it says keep the commandments. Keep the commandments, keep the commandments. Now, I know some people put, oh, that's Old Testament. No. I didn't put that precept in this lesson. And I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to put it in my, in the comics. I should have. I couldn't think of it. He says he comes in a whole loaf. You got to eat the whole loaf, right? Which in the whole book. There's no cherry picking. I only read the Old Testament. I only read the New Testament. No, you read the entire book. The book in its entirety. It's the book of Matthew. So it's like, I look down at my notes. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 119, verse 104. Through thy precepts I get understanding, therefore I hate every false way. So we sit here and we try to read and we try to study and try to get through all the precepts and have understanding, right? A lot of times people go to church and these priests will have a sermon and won't even bring out a precept. They'll just talk and talk. And these people won't go back and double check that. Like the book in the other precept of Matthew, blesses them that readeth, right? A lot of these people, and also a lot of people, they may read, but they don't have the eyesight to be able to understand. Now that's just a spiritual thing, and that's what the Yahweh has endowed some people with it, and some people not, right? It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 8, verse 20. To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not to this word, it's because there is no light in them. So a lot of these people, a lot of these Christianity people say, oh, the Lord has done away with commandments. The Lord is a white man with stringy hair. The Lord is okay. Is this? You could do that. You could do this. Well, they're really going off, and there's no light in them because they're not speaking the truth, right? We try to speak the truth. We come right out of the Bible. Now I'm not going to say it. You got to be honest, right? You got to look at. You got to be real. There are some there's some false prophets in the ministry. The Lord said it would be, and the Lord is not a man that he shall lie. So there is that. But if you are in the right spirit, that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to learn and root yourself in his word. And if you talk about it, you talk about it correctly, right? The book of Isaiah, chapter 30, verse 9. That is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of Adonai Yahweh, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. Now that obviously, especially the 2/3, the Israel, they don't want to listen to what the Bible really says. They like to listen to what the Christianity likes to push out there. They like to push, peace, love, and do whatever you want. Spirit, right? We gotta be real and understand that's not the case, right? We gotta take it. Take it as what it is. We read it and we try to correct ourselves. We're doing that. But a lot of people, especially again, the other Jakes. I don't say Jake, but I won't say it's Jakes. Israel. They don't want to hear that. But it also kind of goes with the other people, even other nations that be with the and that Christianity spirit, man. They hear what we say and they're like, whoa. Don't say that. We don't want to hear that. War, pestilence, famine, death. No. Teach us about love. You can't. They was the number one thing to say. You can't forget. It's all about love. So that's the type of thing that they say, right? So that's a very heavy spirit on these people. The book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not to come to destroy, but to fulfill. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till it be all fulfilled. That right there, and this is also in the New Testament. And that's why I said what I said earlier. For those people that do say that. Now, granted, like I said, you gotta have the book in entirety. But what this says right here, that this law is here forever. The earth didn't pass. Earth is still here. Look up at the sky. The heavens are still here. Right? There's no changing. There's no doing away with the law. The Lord came here to fulfill it, not to destroy it. Right? And that's what we believe. Now, on the other hand, they don't believe that. They believe that it is done away with and there's nothing to worry about. No. The law is here and the law is here to stay. The book of Romans chapter 7 verse 1, know ye not, brethren, for I speak to them that know the law, how the law have dominion over a man as long as he liveth. The law has dominion over us, man. So we have to be able to go in this book, root ourselves, and try to better ourselves, offend less, and rehearse the righteous acts, because the law is very much still intact, and the law is still present and very important, man. So these people, the brothers and sisters in this truth, understand that you have to work on yourself and still try to follow His commandments. Don't fall into those those fables that these people push out here, saying that it's okay to do what you want to do and do what you want to do and live, because they're like that. You're not your little spirit. Don't listen to that. Please, Baruch Shah. But honor at this lesson was edifying, and it will give you some peace. Don't let me give all praises and honors to my power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Krokadash. Shalom to the Ogden Magwaf and the bind that tuned into this video. That's peace to the brothers and the sisters and children that tuned into this video. Shalom.